Hey there, I'm Emma from the English YouTube channel, coming at you from Perth in Western Australia.
And we also have Vanessa.
Hi, I'm Vanessa and I live in North Carolina in the US. I run the YouTube channel Speak English with Vanessa.
It's so lovely to have Emma and Vanessa on the channel. I've known Emma for a very, very long time, 4 years now.
Hello, this is Ernest Morano from the Philippines. Hello guys.
YouTube channels, and all of their information is in the description box if you want to follow them. So I have got some pictures, and Vanessa, Emma and I are going to tell you how we would say what's in these pictures in our own country.
Alright, I'm ready.
You might be surprised at some of the answers. Okay, so let's start with this one.
In the US, these are chips, 100% just chips.
And in the Philippines, that is, chips also, just like in the US.
I can't believe you started with this one. These are chips.
We call these crisps. Crisps.
The other word that you use, Lucy, is the most complicated word in the English language to say. So let's just call them chips and move along.
Yeah,
But crisps in the Philippines, sometimes we use that word, but chips is the most common one.
give you that one. Crisps is a notoriously difficult word for learners of English. It's the sps sound at the end, crisps. You'll
Yeah, I agree.
find a lot of people mispronouncing them as crips when they should be crisps. So here is the next one, and it gets even more complicated because in the UK we call these chips. So in the US, the cold version is chips, and in the UK the hot version is chips. Let's see what Vanessa has to say about this. What does she call them?
These are French fries. I know that they're not really French, but we still call them French fries, or you can just say fries by themselves.
The next one's chips as well, right? They're hot chips.
Hot chips!
Oh, really? But we call the one like French fries, and sometimes fries. It's like really in the USA. Well, whether it is French or fries, but it's the same.
Oh my god. Hot chips! Australians just call everything chips then. It is worth noting that if you go to England and you order fries or French fries, we know exactly what you mean. Okay,
Oh my god, how is it possible that you call one as chips? It's quite different. It should be French fries, isn't it?
next we have this one.
We call these cookies or chocolate chip cookies specifically.
Okay, they are biscuits. Don't really hear people saying cookie.
Yes. 2 against 1. These for us are biscuits as well. And we would use cookie to refer to an American.
Oh, in the Philippines, we call that one cookies. Biscuits in the Philippines, it's quite different than that. Okay, we call the one cookies.
Style, normally chocolate chip cookie. However, if you use the word biscuit in the United States, you might get something that you are not expecting. Vanessa has more on this.
If you asked someone, do you have any biscuits, or I want a biscuit, they would not give you this. Instead, they'd give you a savory, kind of fluffy type piece of bread. A biscuit is savory and a cookie is sweet.
Exactly, that's what we understand also in the Philippines. We differentiate the cookie and biscuits separately, like biscuits we call like skyflakes. That's a biscuit for us. And what is that? And Miss Beta. That's biscuit for us. Cookie really is quite different than biscuit.
So there we have it. If you fancy something sweet with your coffee in America, don't ask for a biscuit. You will be bitterly disappointed. Okay, Vanessa got very passionate about this next one. Very passionate.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Here is the picture. Vanessa seems to think that she knows the absolute correct answer. And she's even done research. I did not expect Emma and Vanessa to get books out for this video.
I have the proof that my answer is the most correct because you can see my 2-year-old son is obsessed with trucks. We have so many truck books. Let me read to you. What truck do you need? A tractor trailer. So this is also what I would call it, a tractor trailer. I might call it a semi.
All right, that yellow thing is a truck.
So Vanessa thinks it's a tractor trailer and she's very...
Well, in the Philippines, we call the one as truck. Like in Australia, here it's a truck. It's not a tractor or trailer. Tractor in the Philippines is smaller than that. It's just smaller than that.
very sure about it.
In all of these books, they call it a tractor trailer. So we're going to go with that one.
That really tickled me. Emma thinks it's a truck. In the UK, we would call this a lorry.
Oh, lorry, I hear that, but I don't know where that word is originated exactly. Well, I just knew it right now. Lorry. Okay, lorry. It's very unfamiliar for us Filipinos. Well, let's continue.
Lorry.
It's a truck.
Whatever, Emma, it's a lorry.
It's a truck. It's a truck. Yeah.
Okay, what about this next one? What have the women got up here?
These girls all have bangs.
We would definitely say fringe. Bangs is probably becoming more popular, especially colloquially.
So in the UK, we definitely call this a fringe. And when I...
Oh, in the Philippines, we call it bangs. It's like also in the USA, we call that one bangs. You have such an amazing bangs.
I started hearing the word bangs in movies and things like that, I was really genuinely confused. Okay, what about this next one?
This is candy.
They are lollies. Lollies.
Lollies! That is so cute. So in British English, these are sweets. Or sometimes if you're talking to a child, they might call them sweeties. Lollies, for us, are sweets on a stick. Right. What?
In the Philippines, we call it candy. It's candy. Lollies is really different than a candy for us because when we say lolly or lollipop, there's something like a plastic stick with that candy. Okay? And sweets, it's a general term for all sweet delicacies in the Philippines. Sweet delicacies in the Philippines is different than a candy and a lolly. We will try to compare all these three. Sweets is somewhat a kind of, for example, it's a rice cake. Rice cake is a sweet. Okay, it's very sweet. What else? Salad. We call that salad or buko salad like sweet sometimes. A mango fruit. Yeah, a mango fruit is sweet in the Philippines. And the picture you have shown, Lucy, is, it's a candy for us. We call it candy. Not lollies nor sweets.
About this next one.
This is a swimsuit. Some people might call it a bathing suit. You can also call this a one piece.
Okay, this one's really funny. In Melbourne, where I am from, it's really common to call them togs. But no one else in Australia really calls them togs. They call it swimmers. In Sydney, they call them cozies or costumes.
Well, in the Philippines, we call the one sometimes bathing suit or swimsuit, but one piece is not the one piece for us, because one piece is such a kind of, the navel of the woman or lady is shown when that woman is wearing that one piece. But the picture shown a while ago, the navel is, when you're gonna try to wear it, the navel cannot be seen. So it's a swimsuit or a bathing suit. I don't know in the UK.
But generally it's swimmers or bathers. Oh gosh, there's another one. Bathers or swimmers.
Oh my word, I did not expect to receive so many different ways of saying swimming costume. This for us is a swimming costume. We can also say one piece. And
alright, swimming costume, meaning it's a general term. Yeah, alright.
we can also shorten it down to cosy. I remember my mum saying, get your cosy on before my swimming lessons when I was a child, but that's quite a childish thing. Okay, what about this next one?
This is the forest.
That is definitely a forest.
No! It's the woods!
Oh, in the Philippines, we call the one mini forest. It's just a small forest. We call forest when you are in the wilderness or when you are in the mountains. You can find a big forest there, and it's a forest. The picture shown a while ago was just a mini forest.
Woods, plural. This is definitely the woods. I mean,
Yeah, woods. I know that woods, that is woods actually in the British language, because when I used to watch movies in the UK, that some of the settings are there in the woods. Yeah, and that's a forest for us. In the Philippines, or a mini forest.
in general, we say the woods. Forest implies a huge area of trees, of woodland.
The wood sounds kind of like something you might hear in an old-fashioned fairy tale.
Yeah, well, Vanessa, sometimes life in England is like an old-fashioned.
Well, anyway, woods can be found in the forest. Alright?
Fairy tale. I think a lot of Americans have this vision of England as a place with so much culture and history, like a fairy tale, and then they come over and they are just so disappointed. Okay, what about this next one?
This is a bathroom. You might say it's a restroom, but it would be really unusual to call a place that actually has a bathtub a restroom. Usually we use the term restroom for public places.
That room is a bathroom? Yeah, it's a bathroom.
Okay.
In the Philippines, we call the one a bathroom, a shower room, or a comfort room. That's it.
Okay, so Vanessa touched on restroom and bathroom. Now, we would never use the word restroom in British English. If we are in a public place and we are looking for a bathroom, we would say toilet. However, if there is a...
It should be a toilet. I know that it's a toilet because our school principal's from England and I never heard them with his wife calling a restroom, but it should be a toilet. It's a toilet in British. But us in the Philippines and even in the USA, that is bathroom, shower room, comfort room, that's it.
Bath there, like a bathtub, then yes, we might say bathroom as well. But we would ask, where's the toilet?
If you say, where's the toilet? Most people in the US would just say, it's in the bathroom.
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, because a lot of houses in the Philippines, even their bathroom is having that toilet inside it. So I should agree with American term. Yep, I understand it.
The toilet is in the bathroom. There is also a slang word which I use a lot, which is the loo. Where's the loo? I went to the States for a business trip and I asked people where the loo was and they were utterly confused. The loo? What's the loo? All right, let's move on to the next.
This is an apartment.
This is mostly called an apartment.
We would never say flat.
Yeah, that is an apartment. We call the one apartment.
Okay, so in British English, this is a flat. We have a block of flats. I've lived in many flats in my life. We don't use the word apartment. Okay, the next one.
Okay, flats. I just realized, Lucy, when I was in the UAE way back 2 years ago, and here even in Oman, they call that one flats. Flat and villa are British terms. If I'm not mistaken, it's a flat.
Maybe the picture wasn't clear enough for this one because Emma did get a bit confused.
I know it, Lucy. That's a grocery store. A grocery store that is inside in a huge mall.
She gave us all of the options. Good old Emma.
This is a grocery store.
Oh.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at in that image, but it could be a trolley, it could be an aisle, or it could be a supermarket.
Hey, bingo, it's a supermarket for us as well. Or we call it the shops. I'm going to the supermarket, I'm going to the shops. The shops is more general, it could mean any type of shop. We would never say grocery store. We might, however, say grocers. The grocers. This is a shop that just sells fruits and vegetables. All right.
But you know what? In the Philippines, in a huge mall, we can find there a grocery store, a supermarket, and shops actually is just outside, that is separated in that mall. It's not within the mall. So the grocery store and the supermarket are really inside a huge mall. That's it.
Next one.
This is a comforter.
Yep.
Oh my god, how weird is the word comforter? That's weird. In Australia, that's called a doona.
I love that Emma is saying that the word comforter is weird.
Yeah, that's comforter. How could it be possible as tuna? Can we find the word tuna in an English dictionary? I don't think so. I'll check it out later. Well, anyway, go Lucy.
And then she goes to say that in Australia it's a doona. That's weirder, Emma. So in British
You're right. It's so weird. How about in British?
English, this is a duvet, which apparently Vanessa
Duvet.
finds weird. See, we all find each other weird.
I didn't know what a duvet was. Maybe I'm very sheltered, but I didn't know what a duvet was until I visited Europe. We just do not have those in the US.
Okay,
Yes, we don't really have even in the Philippines that term tona and toby. This sound weird.
feel there's going to be a lot of conflict about this next one.
These are bell peppers.
Okay, they're capsicums. Red, green, yellow capsicums.
No! They're just plain old peppers. Red peppers, green peppers, and yellow peppers.
Yes, in the Philippines we call the one peppers. Yeah, just like in the British. It's peppers.
Capsicum, what? This isn't Latin, this is English. Okay, another one that's going to cause a bit of conflict.
Oh, I knew it. Let me say it first. It's pair of boots. We call the one in the Philippines as pair of boots. I don't know in the USA and Australia and in JOK.
These are rain boots. And also the jacket that goes with it is a raincoat or a rain jacket. I guess in the US we like really clear, straightforward names for items like this. Rain boots. What's it for? It's for the rain. It's very clear. Boots for the rain.
I mean, she's not wrong, is she?
Yeah, it's quite specific. When you say rainbow, so that is quite specific. But in the Philippines, we call the one generally as whether it is small or the big one. That's boots.
American English is sometimes more simplified than British English, and this is no bad thing, really. Let's see what Emma has to say.
When it's muddy and rainy, I would put my gumboots on to walk around in the wet.
Yeah!
Oh, gumboots. That's my new term. Alright.
I mean, we never say gumboots. I think I've heard my grandma say it, so it might be quite an old-fashioned thing. In British English, we say wellies or welly boots. Are you ready for this
Willies.
next one? Are you ready? Because what Australians call these is frankly shocking.
Generally, we call the one sleepers. Whether it is thinner than that or thicker than that, that's a pair of sleepers.
Let's hear from Vanessa first.
These are flip-flops.
Yeah, these are flip-flops, Emma. What do you call them?
When we go to the beach in Australia, we wear our thongs. Our thongs. It's plural, and we're talking about the shoes on our feet. They're our thongs.
So I have to explain to you what a thong is in British English and American English. A thong is like a G-string. It's a type of underwear.
Yeah, I know it. Oh, I can remember I saw a vlog. It's owned by a British guy and they're talking actually a thong, and yeah, they are just actually thongs are kind of underwear. Oh, how could it be possible? A sleeper in Australia is a thong. Well, anyway.
Where there is just one string at the back.
Yeah, it's like a tea bag. Yep, one string at the back. It's a kind of underwear which is called as tea bag in the Philippines.
Instead of more fabric. If Emma said to me, "Can I borrow some thongs?" I would probably lend her some. but I'd be a bit concerned. Okay, next one. Where would you go to fill up your car?
This is a gas station where you put gas into your car.
So when I fill up my car, I fill it up at the petrol station.
Yep. In the Philippines, we call it one petrol station or a gas station.
Good. I am with Emma again on this one. She's redeeming herself after the thong situation. Yes, we also call this a petrol station. The fuel that we put into our car is petrol. I spent much of my childhood confused, but I was especially confused by the fact that Americans put gas into their car.
Yeah, even here in the GCC countries, in the UAE, in Oman, we call that one gas station or petrol station. Yeah, just like in the Philippines.
Because I thought, well, petrol's a liquid. Turns out it's just short for gasoline. Now the next one's quite interesting. I want to know what they call a shop that only sells alcohol. And this is interesting because in America, their attitude towards alcohol is slightly different. We're very open, maybe too open to alcohol in the UK and Australia. But alcohol is more controlled by the government and the states in the United States.
This is an ABC store, which I just learned because I just looked it up. It stands for Alcohol Beverage Controlled State. So this is a store that sells only alcohol. And that last word state is because it is run by the state or run by the government.
Now let's see what Emma calls it, because I have heard that Australians have some...
Let me first, we call the one ABC store in the Philippines. Yeah, it's an ABC store.
fun names for places like these.
When I go and get a bottle of wine, I go to the bottle shop, which in Australia we also call the bottle-o.
Bottle-o, love it. It would sound so stupid in a British accent. I'm just going to the bottle-o, do you need anything? Bottle-o. Yeah, it only works really when you pronounce your T's as D. Bottle-o. In British English, we call
What? It's a bottle.
this an off-license. An off-license. Okay.
Alright, I
What-
have heard that of license also in the UAE. Some people there invited me to buy something in the store. It's a kind of a store which you can find there a lot of kinds, a lot of liquors, wines. Oh, it's an offline, yeah.
About this next one, I feel like I'm going to get ganged up on here.
I know it. Let me first. It's a pants. We call the one pants. But when I started to work here in Oman and the UAE, people call it trousers. Is that correct? I don't know, in the USA, in Australia, and in the British.
These are pants.
Pants. Pants. Old people might call them trousers.
Well, excuse me, I must be very old then, because these are hands down trousers. They are trousers. We do use the word pants to refer to underpants.
No, underpants is a short pants, I think, or a boxer, which is underpants. But trousers, trousers, that's a British term. I understand that.
Oh, because they go under your pants. Yeah, maybe they are right.
Oh, those when you say underpants, it means it's a kind of boxers inside the pants of a man who's wearing that pants.
My whole life has been a lie. Underpants, because they go under your pants. Ooh, under trousers. Doesn't work, does it? Well, anyway, these are trousers. And I'm not old, Emma. Yet. Now, what do we call this? The little walking space beside a road.
This is a sidewalk.
The concrete beside the road where people walk in Australia is called a footpath.
It's a sidewalk in the Philippines. Sidewalk.
Interesting. We don't say either of these. We say pavement. Pavement. Now, we would never say sidewalk. We do say footpath.
Yeah, I hear that pavement. Pavement is used also here in Oman and the UAE. I don't really understand a lot of words or English terms here in the UAE are patterned from the British.
But a footpath is normally not beside a road. A pavement is just beside a road and a footpath is anywhere else. Okay, another car-related one. What do we call this?
This is a highway, or you could call it an interstate.
A highway or maybe a freeway in Australia.
In the Philippines, we call the one highway. It's highway.
Ooh, we don't say either of these either. We never say highway in British English. Interstate, well, we don't have states, so that doesn't work either. Freeway, no. Freeway sounds dangerous. It sounds like you can do whatever you want. You're just free to drive however you like. Thank you so much to Emma and Vanessa for coming on this channel and helping me to make this video. As I said before, I've left all of their information in the description box.
Thanks so much also, Lucy, and I learned a lot from your video. Bye bye.